I like McDonald's in the morning.
You gotta start out with mouth stretches. If you don't, then you're fucking up.
Breathing too.
Yep. You gotta breathe. Can't hold your breath the whole podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the Brofistic Podcast with Tony and John, episode 2.
What up?
What's up, everybody? How you been? I know it's only been a few days, but whatever.
Hey, man. It's only been 2 days, but we got a lot of stuff to talk about, man.
Lots been going on, so we just called an emergency get-together. Let's just say that.
It wasn't an emergency.
No.
This had to happen.
We just wanted some excuses to get together.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so you just tried Anthem for the first time. So what are your first impressions?
Well, when I got on my notes right here, which is what I put together like right before we went live 2 minutes ago, it just says Anthem is good ! Because it is good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. For sure.
It's probably like we talked about the Division 2 last time and how excited we were for that, but I just got off the I just put the controller down maybe 10 minutes ago, and Anthem, man, I was telling you while I was playing, I said, I'm sorry, Division 2, you're going to have to wait. I don't know if I could juggle both of them. Maybe I can try.
Yeah, it's a lot of grinding.
It's a lot of
That's for sure.
It's a lot of new information in Anthem, and it's going to be a lot of new information from the Division 2. So I don't know if I could juggle. I'm not that smart.
Yeah, it could be tough. I mean, I don't really follow a ton of lore from Anthem so far. I'm just having fun playing the game.
Yeah, exactly. But
It's
that's
a lot
where
of
those
fun.
looters get you.
Yeah.
Is the lore.
Yeah.
That's what really sucks you in.
That's true. And it is a really great story so far. I'm not understanding the 3.5 on Metacritic. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
That's pretty outrageous.
Yeah, it's almost
that's really unjustified.
It's really an outrage culture type deal.
Exactly.
I kind of spoiled, so.
And I can't stress enough how much how people are so quick to jump on EA's throats.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. They deserve it in some aspects because, they've messed up a lot of former titles. I mean, but not this one.
No, this is a good launch.
This is
great.
This is great. I didn't know that I played, 20, 30 minutes?
No, you played like an hour.
Was that an hour?
Yeah, easily.
Whoa, that was a time warp.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I was in the chair for like 10,
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes.
That was like an hour because I wanted you to play for an hour to get an honest opinion.
I honestly didn't know that was an hour.
Yeah.
Holy.
It was an hour.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I played an hour of Anthem, and then I got the whole intro out of the way, and I didn't even know that was the intro. A whole hour.
Yeah, the intro was insane.
It's so good.
It sucks you in right from the
It
start.
does. And I like how they just throw you in there.
Yeah. Yeah, they just kind of teach you as you're playing, which is wonderful.
And they don't stop the gameplay while they're teaching you, which is dope.
You could just read it on your own accord.
Yeah, so like some games, they'll stop the action and say, hey, press X to jump, blah, blah, blah. It didn't do that. Just little tiny prompts on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. And I learned everything I needed to know
Exactly.
to play the game.
It was so good, and it's so pretty. I mean,
Yeah.
the world they built, man.
That shit is crazy.
It's so good.
Like
And that Frostbite engine,
it's the best.
it's literally the best.
Yeah, so like I said, it's, I mean, people are going to hate on EA because of the microtransactions, but they're not game breaking in this one.
No, they're not.
You can buy skins for your...
It's literally all cosmetic, right?
Yeah, it's just skins and different helmets for your...
It's not it's not Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yeah, the fucking nightmare.
The nightmare of that.
And if you want to hate on anybody right now, let's hate on Activision people.
Oh, dude, Activision.
What they've done to the Call of Duty franchise is horrid.
Oh my God, man.
You want to talk about money hungry?
You want to talk about microtransactions?
Yeah.
They need a different word for Activision because those are not micro.
I have a week gameplay, 7 days gameplay in there, and I've probably gotten duplicates 50% of the time.
Oh, I want to say more than that.
Even if I were to buy something, it'd probably be a duplicate.
Oh,
It's
100.
crazy.
Yeah, the first reserve I opened, literally the first one
Oh,
that
yeah,
I got
yeah.
from playtime, It got re-rolled because it was a duplicate.
Yeah, this new update. I wish I could feel it, but they ruined a lot of guns.
Yeah, they did, and I don't understand them buffing the what do you call that? The TAC rifles.
Yeah, or the LMGs. It makes zero sense to me.
Literally the two biggest complaints as far as guns go, and you buff them.
And then you killed my gun, the Spitfire. Rest in peace.
You fuckers.
Yeah, I run the Spitfire. Get over it.
Hey, Tony's not as bad as me. I run the Spitfire with Wildfire, so don't at me.
That's not even that bad. Come on now.
It's bad. I'm sorry, but if I go 48-3 with a Spitfire and Wildfire, I'm pretty. Yeah, the gun's broken, dude.
That's true, because you could just melt dudes, but you have to have good aim.
Well, yeah, you gotta have good aim, but I'm trash.
No.
Unless
No.
I just got into a good lobby with some cans,
Yeah, like some potatoes.
some potatoes.
So, but yeah, back to Anthem. They have this 90-day roadmap planned out. Their first 3 months of content, which I'm a huge fan of.
That's so dope how they laid that out already.
Yeah.
Like
And
they're not going in blind.
no, they're ready for
They have
to fix anything wrong and add a bunch of content.
Mm-hmm. They're ready.
So I mean, right now I heard everything combined, side missions, main mission, 35 hours.
That's already another separate game.
Yeah. And if you have enough time to play 35 hours in 1 month, you need to get a job or something, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
dude. Which goes back to the Metacritic rating.
Yeah.
I guarantee more than half of those ratings are from people who actually didn't even play it,
Yeah.
or maybe just played the intro, saw some things they didn't like, and just exaggerated.
Yeah, it doesn't. I can't personally relate. I read it before I bought it, and I still bought the game because I'm like, fuck it, I want to try this game.
Yeah,
It looks amazing. I played the beta for maybe 30 minutes, and I loved it. So
but yeah, this is not the worst EA release. I don't know why it's getting treated that way. It's getting flamed, bro.
I'm saying they're acting like this is the Fire Festival or some shit. It's like,
This is not the Fire Festival, bro.
This is the game. Speaking of the Fire Festival, did you see Ja Rule's performance last night
Nobody saw that shit.
at the Bucks game? Bro.
Yo, but you know what? I saw two different angles. I saw the shot of him, like, you know, the arena's production crew or the Bucks production crew, what they shot,
Yeah.
and the audio from his mic. It sounds like there's literally crickets in the crowd.
Yeah, I heard nothing.
and I was laughing my fucking ass off.
when he said, "Are we ready?"
It
They
said,
say, "I guess not." I lost my shit.
"Yo, Ja Rule, stop." But then I saw an alternate angle of somebody actually in the crowd while he was performing. There's people getting lit.
Yeah.
They're getting lit. I mean, it's Ja Rule.
I mean, he has 3 hit songs that people remember probably.
Hey, man, Ja Rule's a fucking legend, bro. Ja Rule's a legend. He did. I mean, a Ja Rule song.
Yeah,
So
because he sounds like he smoked 80 packs in one day. I know.
you got the Newport
So-
voice.
So, baby, we know who Ja Rule is.
It's murder.
Exactly.
Sound like a smoker in a casino.
So it ain't hard to know who he is.
But yeah, dude, that video was hilarious. It sounded like nobody responded to him.
Yeah, I cringed. I literally
Yeah,
cringed.
it's so cringy.
I was like, oh my god, bro.
It's cringy as hell.
And then Giannis had the nerve to go out
Oh,
and shoot around halfway through.
Oh.
What are you doing, baby?
Yo, Ja was like in the second verse of that song, and Giannis is out there getting warmed up.
Fucking serious.
Savage. MVP.
Like, what is he doing, Giannis? I mean, he is
MVP.
MVP, but god damn, Giannis.
You got my
couldn't
vote,
believe
fam.
it. But that shit was funny.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that, man. That was so. I just saw that this morning, man.
I was like, oh my god. So you're telling me about the story on Not the Onion.
Oh
I
yeah,
was like, what?
yeah. I was telling you about this before we started. This story comes out of Norwalk, Connecticut,
Connecticut. Oh boy.
the Northeast, baby.
Forget about that state a lot.
Yeah, yeah. It's about a man who decided to get some breakfast, before work.
Yeah, like
whatever.
we all do.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to McDonald's. I'm gonna get me a McMuffin or something,
Yeah.
hash browns, and like a lot of people, he snatched one of them golden brown
Yeah.
beauties out of the bag.
You gotta eat it while it's hot.
Hell yeah.
You can't wait.
Hell no. Get all soggy and shit.
Yeah. Fuck
But
that.
anyways, he grabs one out of the bag, takes a bite, and then gets pulled over.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. So he gets pulled over. The cop writes a ticket for a distracted driver. Okay.
He wrote him a ticket
For eating a fucking hash
What?
brown. Yeah, this is a real story. This happened. And the cop said he saw an illuminated screen next to his mouth as if he was talking. What he actually saw was the white McDonald's wrapper that they put their hash browns in.
glistening with that beautiful grease.
Yeah.
You probably saw that.
Yeah, it's pretty illuminated. All that grease, and then the talking was actually his fat ass chewing the hash
So
brown.
he chews like a inappropriate man.
He chews like somebody from Connecticut.
Well, your parents did not raise you right, boy. Why are you chewing like that?
Well, anyways, yeah, talk about jumping the gun on that one, bro.
Yeah, no kidding. What are you doing, baby?
And apparently the dude is fighting this ticket. It's a
God.
it's a $300 fine. First of all, $300.
Jesus Christ.
In the Northeast,
boy.
yeah, it's a $300 fine over there. And I think if I read that right, he had already spent $1,000 trying to fight this ticket.
What?
Yeah,
He could have just paid the damn ticket.
this is a man of principle.
Yeah, he's right.
This is a righteous man.
Like, good
He
God.
said, I'm gonna have my hash brown and I'm gonna fucking eat it too.
The $1,000 hash brown. Come
Hey.
on, man.
I would pay $1,000.
Yeah, for a McDonald's hash brown.
Fuck
For
yeah. Come on,
100%.
bro.
If that's all I have to eat.
Hell yeah, come on, man.
Trust.
But yeah, and my favorite part of this, guess what race this cop is?
What?
He's Asian.
What? And he's the one writing tickets. I
Yeah.
guess that makes sense. He probably would have shot him if he was a white cop, right?
Yo, yeah. I mean, the guy eating the hash brown was some fat business dude, but
Oh, he ain't getting shot then.
he said, "Oh, he's driving a Navigator. Let me pull this guy out."
Yeah, what are you doing, buddy?
Put $300.
He said, let's meet the quota, baby.
But yeah, some guy got pulled over because this fat ass was eating a hash brown,
That's insane to
and
me.
he wrote a ticket. Man, that's crazy how he didn't even have his phone on him. His phone was actually in his bag.
That's insane to me. That makes no sense. Jesus.
job. Norwalk PD
Great job, police.
keeping the streets safe over there in Connecticut.
So tonight we got the Oscars coming up. So
Oh.
there's some heavy
I
hitters.
forgot about the Oscars.
Yeah, there's some heavy hitters. I mean, so just for the best picture, I've only seen one of these, and it was A Star Is Born. And I can't imagine Black Panther is as nearly as good as that movie.
Well,
I haven't seen it. I kind of think they threw Black Panther in there as like, hey, watch the Oscars. I know we don't cater to these movies, but let's make it interesting.
you think they threw it in there for to gain different or more viewers, maybe?
Yeah,
For viewers?
I don't think there's any way that it hangs with like Bohemian Rhapsody or Black Klansman, you know.
Well, Black Klansman. You know what, dude? I never watched
I've-
any of them.
This is the only one I watch is A
All these
Star Is
nominees-
Born.
Yeah, I haven't even watched that. I don't think I watched Black Panther on Netflix. You know, holla, it's
Yeah.
free.
I'm sure it's like a good movie, but I don't think it's Oscar Best Picture nomination, right?
I mean, it was a pretty monumental movie
Yeah.
to a
it's-
lot of people.
It was monumental, but was it that good without all that hype around it? Would it have been as good as it was?
I don't think any Marvel movie is
I'm saying
Oscar worthy.
that's the thing. If it didn't have all this hype,
Not for Best Picture.
no, I
Not
understand.
in that category.
No, Best Picture. Like I saw A Star Is Born, and that movie moved me
I know you
to
spoiled.
say the least.
You spoiled it for me, but I wanted you to,
Yeah, to
and
be
I
fair,
still
you asked.
and I still got emotional.
Yeah, dude. And if you watch it, it fucks you up. And I plan on watching Bohemian Rhapsody either this weekend or next weekend,
Yeah,
and Black Klansman. But
I hear that movie is amazing.
yeah, and Spike Lee. You know,
It's a Spike Lee joint, man. That's all you
Yeah.
had to say, fam.
I mean, we played 2K, and that was a Spike Lee joint, and that didn't turn out too well.
Well,
And then we got what's it called? Oh, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse up for animated feature, and I've heard nothing but great things.
yeah, same.
And
I
I
still
haven't-
haven't watched it.
I haven't
We're
had a
so
chance.
slacking, man.
I haven't had a chance, you know?
Usually, man, I am on top of my movies.
Yeah, when I hear something hype, I
Yeah,
go out of my way to, watch it.
and even the other way around. Like if I hear a lot of negative things about a movie, that sort of makes me want to watch it even more.
And It sucks for me because I don't have a lot of time to go to a theater, so I usually wait for them to come out to rent.
Yeah.
And Redbox, people hop on that thing like fucking hotcakes, so I can't get it there.
And then you run the risk of getting a paper disc.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then you're out $1.
I usually try to rent it. So if your movie's not available for rent, I usually don't watch it, if I'm being honest.
That's true. That's just the times that we're in right now.
Yeah,
you don't have to go to an actual theater to get to watch a decent movie.
The Zac Efron Ted Bundy movie is gonna be on Netflix, and that movie looks insane.
Yeah, I watched the trailer.
Yeah.
Zac Efron, you look like a serial killer.
That looks like a great performance just from the trailer. I can't be sure, but
I know why they chose Zac. You know why?
Why?
Because his body is killer.
He's the man. I don't know. He kind of looks like him. He looks pretty good.
And I'm pretty sure he took this super duper serious. This is such a heavy topic.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure he got his mannerisms and
Yeah.
The way he talks, his inflections down and all that.
And it's got to be hard to be an actor and you have to live like that because that could fuck up your mind.
Well, yeah, look what happened to
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger, man.
Just a lot of actors. You get into that and then, you know, you can never come back or you never know.
It's a hard road to recovery.
Yeah, because you get so engrossed in this character that you become him.
Yeah, I mean, look at I don't know if you know who Daniel Day-Lewis is, but that motherfucker throws himself into every role.
Didn't he play a Lincoln?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah.
Him as Lincoln. Him and Christian Bale's another actor that just gives his all.
He's up for Best Actor, isn't he? He's got to be. For Vice?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
For playing Dick Cheney?
Yep.
Yo.
Vice is up, yes.
Talk about body transformations, bro.
He got fat as hell for that movie.
Well, first of all, we got to talk about The Machinist.
Yeah.
When he was like fucking 27 pounds.
Frail.
He was all bone, bro. And then going from The Machinist to fucking Batman.
Fucking ripped ass Batman. Yoked as hell.
I'm Batman.
Batman.
Yeah, dude. He looked like he bench pressed a Volkswagen.
And then he ate all the McDonald's he could find to play Dick Cheney's big ass. Lucky he didn't have a heart attack. Jesus.
Which is probably what Dick did to look that way.
Yeah, Dick did what he wanted. You know what I mean?
But yeah, Christian Bale, bro. He's one of my favorites.
It's a crazy
I highly
actor.
suggest a lot of people forgot, but when he was making Terminator Salvation, he had the biggest meltdown ever.
Yeah.
Do you remember that video?
Yeah.
He was having beef with the sound guy and
he lost his
shit. But that's because he throws himself into these roles, man, and he leaves everything that you think, is, good actors you question sometimes.
Yeah.
You're like, is that him or is that the fucking character?
Yeah, you don't know who it is.
And yeah, Christian Bale is fucking amazing.
Shit is insane. And then speaking of crazy stuff we've watched, we both watched Abducted in Plain Sight just this week.
Yeah, I watched it on Friday.
Yeah, I think I watched it like a few hours before you had watched it.
Yo, bro.
This is the most...
Thank you for that recommendation.
This is crazy.
But no thanks. That movie is...
That shit started out innocent enough. I was like, okay, she's kidnapped. This guy's a fucking creepy pedophile.
Yeah.
And then she brought up aliens, and I fucking lost my shit.
So when you told me about this, I think my wife actually watched this too. And she was trying to tell me, but I kind of forgot about it because, I've seen so many fucking crime documentaries. I love crime documentaries.
Oh, yeah. It's my thing right now.
But when you told me to watch it and you said it was about, like a pedophile, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll check it out, whatever. But I'm pretty sure I know how the story goes. Yeah. Wrong.
No, yeah. You think completely, you do.
Yeah, you think you know what's going to happen next, and no. And then the fact that this actually happened.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This actually happened.
And this poor girl believed everything this man said.
She was so brainwashed.
She
Spoiler alert.
Her family and her fucking dad gave him a hand job.
Yeah. Oh my God. He infiltrated this poor family, bro, just to get to this one girl.
He was obsessed with.
He made the mom think that he was in love with her.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing. he made the dad give him a hand job in the car for blackmail later on.
Used it later.
He used it.
Spoiler alert. Sorry,
Yeah,
everybody.
spoilers, bro. I'm spoiling the shit out of this
Yeah.
movie.
It's all good.
But if you haven't seen it, man, you're honestly missing out. This is
100.
I'm not gonna spoil anything else because, but yeah, that's the gist of this movie.
Just know this man followed her for decades.
Yeah, decades.
Decades. Did not leave her alone.
Oh my god, fuck that guy.
That shit was crazy. So after I finished it, I was scrolling through Netflix, looking at what's popular.
Mm-hmm.
They did a documentary about Studio 54. I think we should watch that.
Is that our next suggestion?
Yeah, I think that should be our weekly. We're gonna do weekly assignments. I think that's a good idea.
That's our next assignment.
Yeah, we'll watch that and we'll talk about it because that was a wild time in the United
Studio
States.
54, hookers and blow.
Everybody who was everybody.
Yeah.
All you hear about is Joey Diaz talk about Studio
cocaine
54.
stories, bro.
And anybody who was famous back then was there.
Yeah.
So this ought to be interesting.
This is going to be interesting. Have you seen the movie?
No.
You've never seen the movie?
I've only read about it. I've never seen anything about it.
I don't think any amount of production can do that time period justice.
Yeah.
And what actually took place in that club. I don't think there's no amount of production that could recreate that.
I believe it. That was a wild time.
Literally everybody has a story from that club.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So I'm excited to watch that.
Hell yeah. I'll put that down, man.
If any of our listeners want to watch along with us, go for it. We'll be doing our next podcast Friday. So y'all be on the lookout for that too. But yeah, that's the next one. And then this last week we just watched I think it was actually yesterday we watched the UFC how do you say it? Prague. Sorry, not Prague. Sorry.
Prague.
Sorry, all the homies in the Czech Republic.
Praga.
Now, overall, I think it was a pretty fun card.
Yo,
that was a fun card.
Awesome matchups, and whatever awesome matchups all night. The crowd, bro. Can we talk about the crowd?
Amazing crowd.
I mean, granted, it's the first UFC show in that city.
Yeah, but
it's a new market and stuff.
It doesn't dictate how good of a crowd.
But man, from the first prelim fight, that motherfucker was full.
It was rocking. And to be honest, the card got off to a slow fight. The first 3 fights were...
Yeah, it went to a decision.
And they were all like one-sided decisions.
Yeah.
There was nothing close.
There's nothing competitive about those first 3 fights.
But then we got to Mr. Fishgold and Tamer. Boy, was that a fun fight.
Yo, I was so impressed with Chris Fishgold. He's a former, Cage Warrior champion.
Yep.
He was, his first fight in the UFC didn't go his way. He got knocked out in the first round.
Yeah.
Or TKO'd in the first round. And but yeah, he put on a freaking wrestling clinic. And what impressed me the most was not just his wrestling, but his persistence.
Yeah, he smothered
at any expense. He was getting tired, bro.
And he just kept smothering him.
He didn't care that he was going to gas. He said 3 rounds. Okay, I'm going to go 1,000%. And it paid off for him in a big way.
And to be fair, Tamer hasn't looked that impressive, but that doesn't mean he's not an assassin. He's in the UFC for a reason.
They're all in there for a reason.
And Fishgold absolutely manhandled this man.
Yeah, he took a Muay Thai specialist out.
Frustrated this guy.
Yeah. Hit him with some clean shots too, man. He hit him with the sneaky uppercut. I said, "Oh, okay. You got hands, okay."
Yeah, I was at the gym actually on the bike watching this fight, getting super hype.
Yo, it looked good. He knew what Daniel was going to do. I don't think Tamer had any clue that Chris was, going to stand up and strike with him. I thought he was just going to maybe just shoot in immediately for the takedown, but he didn't do that.
No, not at all.
He waited.
And he looked great doing it.
He looked good in stand-up, too. That's crazy. Yeah, shout out Chris Fishgold. Be on the lookout for that dude.
Yeah, and then literally the next fight, fucking Dwight Grant launched this dude's head off to Pluto.
This mouthpiece is still, still in orbit.
I think it landed in Moscow, they said. They're still looking for it.
Talk about the buzzer beater of all buzzer beaters.
Oh, my God, the timing on that thing.
Yo, you could see in the replay he did not take his eyes off of the target. He said
No,
it was like a fucking heat-seeking missile.
it was disgusting. If you have not seen Dwight Grant's knockout, please go watch it.
Dude.
Twitter, ESPN, anywhere, just go watch it.
And he's a welterweight, right?
Yes, it was a welterweight fight.
And he came off of was he on the Contender Series?
I don't know. I didn't actually get to watch the fight live.
I think he was on Dana White's Contender Series. Yeah, I wrote that down. Yeah.
Oh, he was on the Contender Series.
Yeah, he
beat-
was, but he lost his first fight in the UFC. They gave him another
okay.
chance. Man, that's because they believe in this kid so much. He had like one of the most vicious knockouts on that show. So,
Yeah.
they gave him another chance, and he fucking delivered, baby.
And then after that, we had a pretty slow fight with Magomed. I don't know how to say it. Ankalakalov. One of them Magomeds. It was a okay fight. It was pretty one-sided though.
Who was his opponent?
It was Klidson Abreu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now I
The-
remember
the broken nose.
Yeah, the nose.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's talk about that.
the
He hit
nose.
him. Abreu went in for a takedown, and what's his name again?
It was Magomed. What'd you say, Magomed?
Magomed threw a short uppercut that landed straight on the bridge of this dude's nose, and he looked like Andrei Arlovsky.
Bro,
Right.
His nose was under his left eye. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, every time he breathed, his fucking eyelids would open.
Yeah, it was the
He's
most
blowing air into his eyes.
It's the most insane broken nose I have seen in a long time.
And what's even crazier, this crazy fucking Brazilian fought with it.
And he was taking elbows straight to his face.
Yeah, and Magomed on the ground, when he had top control, was being vicious with it.
Yeah.
He was rubbing his fucking forehead in
Oh, he
there,
was doing it
digging
smart.
everything. Yeah, dude, into the nose. How fucking vicious
But-
is that?
Dan Hardy was saying that when you break your nose, it doesn't really hurt. It's more of an inconvenience.
Well, I wouldn't know, but Dan would.
Yeah, Dan has said he broke his nose like 6 times. He said it doesn't hurt. It's just
Maybe
You're-
like a lot of sinus pressure,
he said
maybe.
your face is throbbing, but it's not painful. It's just throbbing, and it's just an inconvenience. And he said if you take successive shots to the nose, it'll hurt.
Yeah,
So
Roy McDonald.
Yeah, exactly. And he was right. I was surprised it wasn't bleeding more, considering how broken it
Yo,
was.
dude, that thing was so crooked.
Then we came to my favorite fight of the night, Liz Caramouche and Pudilova.
Oh, dude.
I'm sorry, I cannot stand point fighters.
Yeah, point fighters are. I get the strategy.
Yeah, I
get
understand you're getting the win.
That's a lot of pressure. You wanna execute your strategy,
Yeah,
and you wanna. But at the same time, you're there to put on a show.
yeah, and I mean, okay, you took her. I don't mind you taking her down, but if you're not gonna do anything,
Yeah.
don't do that.
And this is the first show in Prague, so they're probably not the most. I don't want to speak for anybody, but they're probably not the most educated crowd.
Well, plus, Pudilova was from the Czech Republic.
Yeah,
She's the hometown fighter.
Yeah, dude, that was crazy.
Yeah, she's the home, and she was putting in work. I thought she looked
Yeah.
pretty good when she had her
Was
chance.
that a unanimous decision? for Liz?
Yeah, there was a
All 3 judges.
it was 29-28 from 2, and then 30-27, which I don't understand.
You're smoking crack, bro.
Yeah, I thought she put up a great fight.
She did. It was a good back and forth. I don't understand that 30-27. though.
No, and that first round got her because she just got laid on. But her ground game looked great. You could tell she trained at 10th Planet.
Yeah.
She's at 10th Planet black belt, and you could tell.
Yeah.
She
My-
impressed me more than Liz, even though Liz won.
My favorite part of the whole fight was the end when Bruce Buffer was announcing Liz as the winner. I've
they
never heard a crowd boo somebody so bad.
That was severe.
Deafening.
I
deafening.
couldn't believe that.
If you haven't seen it, you got to go watch it. Go look it up on YouTube right now.
That was insane.
It was the loudest boo, and they didn't stop, bro, until
No.
she left.
And I can't blame them, man. She laid on her the whole first round. That's
Mhm.
not fun, and it's a sport, but you're supposed to be entertaining too.
Yeah, there's nothing entertaining about that style.
And if you want the bonus, do something. You know what I mean?
It's like the female John Fitch.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that was like my favorite part of that fight.
Yeah. And then
she literally couldn't hear Dan Hardy's
yeah,
questions.
she said, "I
the
can't hear
octagon.
you."
I'm sorry, I can't. Just boo.
And then one of my favorite heavyweights that I remember watching since he probably entered, Stefan Struve. What a comeback.
Skyscraper, man.
What a comeback. Dude, he got popped in the first
Yeah,
round.
dude, the first second of the fight.
He said in the post-fight interview, he said, "Can we play that back? I don't remember what happened."
Oh, shit. Yeah, he got cracked, bro.
He said, I woke up on the ground.
He got hit with the fucking EA UFC 3 overhand.
Yeah, dude, he got cracked.
Straight out of a video game.
And he hung in there like a killer.
Yeah, he recovered. And he was on his back that whole first round.
Yeah, and that was a big dude.
Yeah. And then the second round, he said, "You know what? I'm good." He got his wits about him.
Yeah.
He recovered. Came out of there. He said he came out with a game plan. He said, "I'm gonna get this motherfucker to the ground.
I'm gonna choke him the fuck out.
I'm gonna hit him with the blood choke."
Yep. He fucking choked him the hell out.
Choked him the hell out, man, and retired in the octagon.
That's what I don't like, because he said he wasn't 100%.
100% set on.
Sure that he's retiring.
Well, why would you do that?
That's
then?
That's what bothered me.
On ESPN Plus,
Yeah.
why would you do that?
He said this isn't 100%. I gotta still think about it, but you might have just seen my last fight. So,
motherfucker, you have a heart condition. You're not even supposed to be
Yeah.
fighting. Why would you come out of retirement?
yeah, because he didn't want to go out like that. He's what?
Well, yeah,
he
he wanted to go out on a win. Well, he did, but why would you talk about?
Don't just make it official. You're retired.
Yeah.
If you take 10 minutes to take off your gloves, then you're gonna retire. I watch these guys.
Well, to be fair, he's got 10x gloves.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's a fucking ant from Lord of the Rings.
And if he is retiring, then I'm proud of him. He put in work. He put the sport on the map. You think of the heavyweight division, you think of his tall ass.
When I think of, honestly, I respect Stefan Struve.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
He's been in some wars and I respect the shit out of him. But one of my favorite Stefan Struve moments is when he got knocked out by Mark Hunt.
Yeah, that was insane.
When Mark broke his jaw in 2 places.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Wasn't that was that in Japan?
I think it was. Yeah, that was.
That was in Japan. And then we had the main event. You know, it was fun. But then he got caught with a step back.
He got hit with the step back of all step backs.
Step back from hell.
Okay, so yeah, Maheta won.
Yeah.
3rd round TKO.
Yeah.
I didn't expect 3rd round. First of all, I thought it was going to be in the first.
Yeah, I didn't expect it.
I thought he was going to come out like the Juggernaut and just start bashing through walls.
Yeah, I mean, Jan is no joke.
Mm-hmm.
That dude is a scary dude.
Yeah, he is. He's a technician on the ground too, which is what I was like. Okay, this is cool that Jan is willing to stand with him, but Thiago's not capitalizing on that.
Yeah, no.
But he didn't have to.
No.
He played a smart game, bro.
And I think he just earned himself a title shot, to be honest.
Fuck yeah. Whatever becomes of this, he is gonna get a title shot.
Because he hasn't beat anybody. He hasn't beat anybody that's not good.
He's literally the most exciting fighter in that division. Maybe in the UFC, dude. That guy goes hard.
And that's what that division needs. Him and Johnny Walker. That's what that division needs.
Dude, Johnny Walker.
It needs more excitement because that division is dead.
And he's fighting next Saturday, bro.
Yep, and we're watching it.
Misha Serkinov.
Better believe we're going to be talking about it.
But yeah, his game plan took me by surprise. I think it took me on by surprise.
Oh,
with him
for
being
sure.
laid back, picking his shots. And then
You probably thought he was going to rush.
yeah.
He didn't.
No, I think Jan thought he was going to rush. He was going to gas himself out the first 2 rounds and then capitalize on that on the third. But then Thiago said, "No, I'm different.
Yeah,
I'm
no
different
kidding.
this fight. I don't have to do that." He played a really smart game plan, and that counter that he hit him with was
Disgusting.
amazing, bro.
Step back.
And here's the thing about Thiago. He can hit you with those shots, even if you have the best cardio in the world and you somehow manage to, get your wits about you.
Yeah.
He's still on top of you, punching the shit out of you like a jackhammer.
He's relentless. He's the sledgehammer.
He does not stop.
Motherfucker has a sledgehammer tattooed on his chest.
I wrote that down and said possibly the greatest chest tat in MMA.
Him and Connor, because doesn't Connor have a fucking gorilla or
Gorilla
some
with some fucking wings and a heart and a bottle of whiskey or something.
Those
I don't
two right there
know. Some clovers.
are insane.
Yeah, Thiago is a straight killer.
But overall, that was a good card.
Yeah.
Overall, I had fun watching it.
Yeah, great. Like I said, man, great crowd. And John Gooden and Dan Hardy on
Amazing.
they are so underrated, bro.
Dan Hardy is my favorite. He was my favorite fighter, so this is biased maybe, but I think he's the best commentator
No, that ain't
in the
biased.
UFC.
You're not being biased. He's fucking good, man.
And his interviews were amazing.
He just knows he's like what you want in a commentator. He's
Yeah.
everything. He's a former fighter. He knows what he's talking about. He's clear. He's concise.
and he
and
gets hyped.
He gets hyped.
Super hyped.
And he does that thing that Dominic Cruz does that I like. He can see things before they happen.
Yeah.
And he calls them before they happen sometimes. It's yeah. Shout out to Dan Hardy and John Gooden. Don't sleep on that guy.
Yeah, that was a good work by those two. But then next week, I think we got an even better card coming up than that one.
You don't think we
mean-
both know that card is already better.
Starting off the card is Pollyanna Mugger Beater Viana.
Oh yeah.
She beat the shit out of that guy, tried to steal her
Oh
phone.
yeah, I remember the pictures. Poor
I
dude.
couldn't
He's probably still
believe
in the
that.
hospital, man.
And then who else? Oh, we got Diego Nightmare Sanchez versus Mickey Gall,
Mickey Gall, yeah.
who ended CM Punk's career.
Let's be honest. He was never gonna have a
Nah.
career in the UFC.
That was a Dana gamble, didn't pay off.
Yep.
And then who
Tomato.
do we got Cody Stamann fighting Alejandro Perez. I don't think I've ever watched him fight.
Who's Cody Stamann again?
Cody
Who's he
Stamann's
fought?
a bantamweight. Let's see. He's actually 17-1.
Oh shit. I should know him. What the
Oh, 17-2. He just lost to Aljamain Sterling at UFC 228.
Hey, it's fair.
Yeah. He beat Brian
Caraway?
Brian Tate.
Oh.
Misha Tate. I'm just kidding, Brian. Yeah, Brian Caraway. That's the only big name he's beat that I noticed.
Fucking Aljo.
He's only had 4 fights in the UFC, so. But yeah, he lost to Aljo.
Okay. And what else?
That's fair.
Who else is on there?
We got Misha Serkinov.
And these are the interims?
Yeah, this is just the prelim card. And Johnny Walker.
Oh, not the interims.
The interims.
fuck?
I mean, there's
The
gonna be some
prelims?
Yeah.
Good lord.
We got Misha and Johnny Walker.
Yo.
This is Johnny Walker's biggest test.
Yo, this is what he needs to do, man.
I mean, Khalil Roundtree was a test, but this.
If you look at what Thiago has done.
Yeah.
He stayed active, took short notice fights even though he didn't need to or have to. And now look, he's up for a title shot. I think if Johnny stays active like that, he can be up there too.
Same can be said about Israel Adesanya.
Yeah.
He fought 5 times in a 1-year period.
Yeah, and he fought some cans though.
That's a workload regardless.
Yeah.
That's a workload. I mean, do I think he's a title contender? Not really.
Not yet.
But I think he's working his way up.
I think he's got to fight a top maybe top 10 guy.
Let's see, Misha. Misha just tapped out Patrick Cummins. He got knocked out by Glover Teixeira.
Yo, Patrick Cummins got the best mustache.
100%.
He's got the best mustache in the MMA.
He's the GOAT. Who else? Oh, he got knocked out by Ozdemir, too. So, I mean, it's a test. But it's not like it's a top 10 guy, which is understandable. It's Johnny Walker.
Yeah.
Don't rush him.
Yeah, you don't want to rush that guy.
He's got
potential. Because
potential.
he will head kick you while you're on the ground.
And then rounding off the prelims, we got Zabit Magomed
Oh my God, bro.
and the Heathen.
They could easily throw that on the main card,
I'm
man.
saying, but they have to do ESPN. They got to throw ESPN a bone.
And plus the pay difference.
Yeah.
There's a big pay difference.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, what a matchup. I want to see how Stevens deals with the length of that fucking coat rack.
I want to see Abraham Lincoln with his first real test in the UFC.
Yo.
Because Bokniak made him look, he exposed him a little in their fight.
He made him look vulnerable.
He exposed this big guy.
And he's been looking like a world beater before that fight.
Yeah, he was scared. The first time we saw him was, I think, when he fought Shimon Marias.
Yeah.
Fought Marias on the Bisbing Gastelum card.
When he's throwing all those spinning fucking crazy kicks, I'm like, wow.
It's kind of like, who is this guy?
Yeah, literally. He looks like if an artist got with some scientists and tried to come up with what Jesus looked like.
Or they tried to bring Abraham back.
Yo.
Abraham Zombie.
Well, yeah, we got him.
They brought him back. And then we got Pedro Munoz
Yes.
fighting Cody Garbrandt. This could be a trap fight for Cody.
You think so?
I think he's still thinking about TJ. I think it's still in his head, man.
I don't know, man. He looked.
That or he's thinking about Aljo, because he's been talking a lot of shit about Aljo.
Why?
I don't know.
Because Aljo's ranked.
Yeah, and Aljo talked his shit back, and I loved it.
Yo, I love Aljo.
He called Cody out. He said he's a piece of shit.
He's the only dude to dab in the octagon.
And get away with it.
Yeah, because he was knocked the fuck out.
Pedro's no joke.
No, don't sleep on that dude. His kicks, number one, his kicks are fucking vicious.
Yeah, and you can get fucking tapped. Hello?
His ground game, yeah. He's got one of the sickest rear naked chokes in the game.
Just saying.
Yeah.
You
But
gotta be careful.
Cody with his speed, man.
Cody's got power.
And his footwork. Don't
But-
forget about his footwork, man.
Cody hasn't won since 2016.
What?
So just remember that.
Bro, it's been 3 years?
Yeah, he hasn't won since December 30th of 2016.
Well, I hope you get one, Cody.
That's when he won the title from Dominic.
Yeah.
So let's see if he can run it back. And
Well, he's had a lot of injuries, man.
yeah, he has. But
He's got a lot of back issues.
and you're fighting Pedro, so that might not be that might not look too well for you.
Yeah, don't sleep on Pedro.
Then we got Tisha the Tornado Torres making her return. She's on a 2-fight losing streak, but she fought some killers. She fought Jessica Andrade.
Oh, killer. She's up for the title.
Yeah, and then she just beat Joanna, who's probably a women's GOAT.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. At one point, dude, nobody wanted to fight her.
And then her only other loss is Rose.
Yeah, that's
So your 3 losses are 2.
that's not a bad. Those aren't losses, bro.
No.
You gain something from those.
I mean, she beat Beth Rawlings, so there's that. That girl is scary. She looks like a man. And we got the debut of Ben Askren.
Ben Aspirin.
Been looking forward to this for a long time.
Ben Aspirin.
Thank God.
Yo,
It's finally
Dana
here.
is gambling. This motherfucker is gambling right now.
I think he gambled, but I understand if the flyweights are dying, why pay DJ? Trade him and get what you can get.
Yeah, that's true.
You're getting rid of that division. You're just too scared to say it.
I had no idea that they could even fucking trade fighters like that.
There was no such thing before, I don't think.
That was such a shock. I was like, what?
See, Robbie hasn't fought since his RDA fight.
Yeah, because he tore his I think it was MCL or his ACL.
Yeah, so
RDA kicked the shit out of him.
he's been out for a year and 3 months.
But I've already learned a few years ago to never count that guy
Yeah,
out.
it's Robbie. Come on.
He was the former champ for a reason.
Yeah, this is Robbie. I'm worried for Ben, but Ben is scary too. People sleep on him because they don't know who he is.
Yeah, he's so unassuming.
Unless you're an MMA fan, you have no idea.
Yeah.
Say, who's Ben Askren? Just
Ben
go back and watch.
Aspirin. But yeah, Ben, they're both gonna test each other. I want to see how good Robbie's takedown defense is, and I want to see how good Aspirin. I want to see how good his wrestling is. This is gonna be a good show.
His wrestling pedigree is what he's known for, but he's also training with Duke Rufus, so his striking could be wonderful.
Oh, I didn't know he was at Rufus
Yeah,
Sport.
he's at Rufus Sport with the
with
Pettis
the Pettis brothers. Wow.
Yeah, so he's there.
Yo, so he's gonna come out with a tornado kick
He might.
the first 10 seconds.
Might be lit.
Yo, talk about oh my God! If he hits Robbie Lawler with a tornado kick,
Knock him out.
knocks him out in the first 10 seconds.
Gonna be the GOAT.
Yeah,
Automatic.
title shot.
Yep. And then the co-main event, we got Marty and Tyron Woodley.
Marty. I was like, who?
Kamaru Usman.
Kamaru Usman.
And we'll see how it goes. I mean, I don't think Kamaru's had really a lot. I've never seen him finish a fight where I was like, oh man, this guy's a killer.
Yeah,
His last 3 wins have been decisions, I'm pretty sure.
because he has that style
Yeah.
of wrestling the crap out of you.
Yeah. So I don't see him doing anything impressive.
Well, I want to see how he handles Woodley's power, man.
Yeah.
Because Woodley is a monster.
Yeah, Woodley. I don't think you're going to beat. I mean, I don't know who can stop Woodley.
Maybe some dude with a sledgehammer.
I mean, that was Darren Till.
we
Darren
thought.
Till had the sledgehammer.
Yeah, we all thought.
He got knocked the fuck out.
I bought into Darren Till's bullshit.
Yeah.
I said, oh man, this might be the guy. And then he got dropped.
I wish Stephen Thompson would have beat him on his second try. Because they got the draw in their first fight, and that was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But he just couldn't do it, and I wish he would have. But I don't think he would have been a good champion. Not at this point in his career.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think there's too many people up and coming that would rip his head off.
It's because his style.
Yeah.
I think everybody's got that style
Yeah.
pretty much dialed in.
I don't know. And I just think Tyron's the GOAT right now in the welterweight division. It's not the strongest division right now.
It's because a lot of their fighters aren't active.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of welterweights in the top 10 are fucking injured.
It's true. Even Tyron's injured half the fucking time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't...
Can't really stay healthy.
Kobe Covington. Look at that dude.
He's just sitting out.
Robbie just got back from injury. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Tyron's power is something else, dude. And his wrestling too, don't forget.
Yeah, no. His wrestling's insane, and his cardio is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And he can knock out a gorilla, dude.
Yeah, no kidding.
with that right hand.
And then we got Anthony Smith versus John Jones. Now,
Ooh, the Cinderella story.
Now, I'm not expecting him to win, but there's nothing I want more for him to pull this off.
Yo, I think everybody's rooting for him.
Like, don't get me wrong. I love John Jones. I love him, but
Yeah.
I just, when somebody's that good, you want to see him fall.
Yeah, John literally changed the game. We're all grateful for his contributions to the sport.
Yeah. The first fight I watched from him is when he got screwed out of the win against Matt Hamill.
Matt Hamill, yeah, the 12-6 elbow bullshit.
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, we all know that's bullshit. That's
Yeah.
not a loss.
He's
as
undefeated.
far as like real MMA fans are concerned, John's undefeated.
Yeah, and then Anthony Smith,
But Anthony Smith is a seasoned veteran.
he's beat some dudes.
What is his record?
I know it's in the 40s.
His combined record.
It's 31-13. So 44 pro. These are recorded MMA fights. Who knows how many AM fights he has?
Yeah, like like casino smoker fights.
Nobody knows.
But yeah, he's so seasoned. He wanted this. He called for this title shot, and he got it.
Well, I remember when he moved up.
Yeah, from middleweight.
He fucked up Rashad Evans, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I think that was at light heavy.
Yeah, when he moved up to light heavy.
Yeah.
That was his first fight, and he fucked up Rashad Evans.
Well, to be fair, Rashad was kind of on, the back end of his career.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't think he should have been fighting. And then he got framed right, and then just blasted with that ugly knee.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. And I'm pretty sure he moved up, or Anthony Smith moved up to get away from Thiago.
Yeah, dude.
he got fucked with Thiago.
I wonder how he feels now that Thiago's he's got
On
the
his
title
trail.
shot. Yeah, he's on your ass, bro. That rematch is going to happen.
You better guard your body, boy. 'Cause God damn.
Yeah, he hit him with that nasty body kick.
And then just laid on the punches.
He said,
I'm really hoping that. I hope Anthony pulls it off, but John Jones, I can't count him out.
Hey,
He is
bro.
insane.
We talked about this in the first episode.
Anything can happen.
This sport is unpredictable, and they are all in the UFC for a reason.
So
He's fighting for the title for a reason.
Yeah, he earned his take. But that should be a good card. Let's hope it lives up to the hype.
Oh, it will. My blood pressure's already up, bruh.
And then the UFC got me hyped the other night when they announced Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier.
Yeah, that was the
Interesting.
biggest fucking surprise right there.
Who would have thought Dustin and Max for the interim?
Well, what is Dustin's ranking? Is he third?
He's up there.
I think he's third right now.
Jamie, pull that up.
Yeah, he's got to be. Well, to warrant an interim title shot, yeah, he's got to be in the top.
Well, Tony turned it down, and Connor's inactive, so he might not even be in the top 3.
He's definitely top.
Oh yeah,
5.
he's number 3.
He is number 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that him getting an interim shot makes sense, but I don't know about Max.
Yeah, why didn't you have Dustin and Tony or fucking Dustin and Al? I think Al's earned his shot.
Motherfucker stepped up to fight Khabib
and exposed this guy.
Yeah.
He looked pretty good for a week's notice.
He made Khabib look beatable.
Yeah, he did. He's the only person I've seen to do that.
But yeah,
so
that was the biggest fucking surprise, dude. I was like, okay, let's just forget about Tony Ferguson.
And I know how we say the sport, anything could happen, but this is the one thing I feel sure about is Max just massacring Dustin.
You think so?
Because Max is
Well, Dustin beat him before. You know that? This is a rematch.
But so did Connor. But Max wasn't Max back then.
That's true.
Max is on a whole nother level right now.
I don't think he's on a different planet now.
Look at what he did to Brian Ortega.
Yeah.
And he was fooling around this whole time.
I don't think we need to even go further than the first when he won the title.
Yeah.
When he beat Jose Aldo the first time.
Fucked up Jose Aldo, man.
Like that right there is a different Max Holloway.
I'm saying he took his L's and he learned from them. That's what you have to do. And I hope that's what Connor's doing with his downtime right now, is learning from these L's he's taken.
Yeah, he will.
He's got a lot of work to do. But I mean, just look at this tear he's been on, man. He finishes his fights.
That's true. And he defends that belt.
He knocked out Pettis, knocked out Aldo back to back.
Mm-hmm.
Made the doctor stop the fight against Brian Ortega, who is an absolute monster.
He came into that fight undefeated.
Fucking
the only guy to finish Frankie Edgar.
Broke Charles Oliveira's neck. Like, he went the distance with Heathen, but I don't think he was champion. It wasn't champion yet.
No.
Went the distance with Ricardo Lamas, who's no joke either.
Yeah, you remember that fight? The fight Max pointed to the mat.
He said, "Let's go."
And they swanged and banged for the last 10 seconds.
He tapped out Andre Fili. I mean, he's been through it. He's been through it.
He's been through the whole division, basically.
He lost the decision to Connor, but that was way back.
Yeah.
Max was still just, he wasn't.
He was a kid, man.
Didn't have the champion mindset yet.
Yeah.
And he got tapped by Dustin, but that was
a long time ago.
That was his first UFC fight.
I think this is why I don't like immediate rematches.
Yeah.
Because when you get an immediate rematch, the statistics say that like 9 times out of 10 you're not going to win that rematch.
Yeah, you're going to get smacked again.
Especially if the first fight was definitive.
Yeah.
Like Cody and TJ.
Yep. That was Cody had TJ hurt in the first round.
Yeah,
and then I think he thought he slipped up and he was like, "Okay, let's run it back."
Yeah. But back to my point, a lot of time has passed between Dustin and Max's first fight.
Yeah, cuz for sure.
But they climbed the rankings side to side. Max became the champ. Dustin's number 3 now, and now the rematch.
Finally,
now the rematch makes sense, and it's way more exciting than if it was an immediate rematch.
Well, if you were watching the UFC back then, which a lot of people weren't.
Yeah, they still had fucking.
They were still
Condom
watching
Depot on their shorts, bro.
They were still watching boxing or God knows what.
WWE, man.
Yeah, the UFC was not what it is back then.
As far as competition, no.
As far as exposure,
competition, just the level of skill.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't realize this is a rematch. They just think, "Oh man, I've been waiting for this fight." You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, this is
Yeah, they don't realize.
This is a rematch, man. Choked him the fuck out the first fight.
I want to know why Tony turned it down.
Probably to fight Conor, maybe.
I don't know, because
money.
He tweeted
or fight Khabib.
He had tweeted about it, probably a day prior before they announced it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what he said.
It's probably so he can actually rehab that fucking knee.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then I think he fucked it up against Pettis. I know he fucked it up against Pettis. So he's probably taking the time to heal up, train, and probably just wait for Khabib.
Okay, here's what he tweeted. He said, "I have been offered a fight, but not sure if it meets our standards, crew. We deserve better for the amount of work and support we put in."
Okay, so more money.
Yeah, but man, that's an interim title shot. I mean, I understand you got wrongly stripped of your interim title.
Yeah, the last time. Yeah.
So I can understand you're hesitant, but put your name back on the map.
Oh, he's back. He's definitely back. But
he's back to us.
That's true.
He's back to us because we're into this.
Yeah, because we pay attention.
But everyone knows Conor. Not a lot of people know Tony Ferguson.
Yo, stylistically, though, I would love to see that fight, bro.
Max and Tony?
Yes.
That'd be insane. And then he tweeted, I can make 145 a day after that. So I wonder if he's thinking about moving down to take Max's spot.
Well,
so rest in peace, featherweights again.
Yeah, there we go.
Rest in peace, y'all. And then
the last time a champ went down, We all know what happened.
And then he did tweet about saying we took some unneeded damage this past year, recovery from the knee surgery.
There you go.
But he tweeted that 2 days after saying that this fight's not good enough for him, basically.
Probably just more money, man. Just more money.
You got to be a champion to get money.
Think about how long he was inactive. That's a lot of money he missed out on.
Yep.
He's probably trying to just get as much as he can right now.
If you want money, can you sell pay-per-views?
Fuck yeah, he can.
Can he?
Yeah.
I don't think he puts...
I think he can, bro.
Conor can sell pay-per-views. Is he going to sell 2 million pay-per-views?
No, obviously not. But he can sell,
if you were to take the Max fight.
Well, yeah.
But if Tony and Dustin is your main event, I don't think that sells unless you have a good co-main. I can't buy it when there's so many other ways to watch this fight. I don't think it sells like that.
Well, this card's not going to sell.
I think it will because Israel's on it.
Yeah, but they're both interim fights.
Yeah.
This ain't like the definitive championship belt. This is for a chance to fight the champion.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, I mean, you're going to hold his spot. And if things keep going this way for Robert, he's getting stripped 100%.
Yeah, man.
If he can't defend his fucking title, he needs to get stripped.
Yeah,
his fault or
man.
not.
He needs to fight, man.
You can't fight once a year. This isn't boxing.
He needs to fight somebody other than Yoel.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing him fight Yoel Romero, man.
I wanted him to, I was so hyped. I've never been more disappointed.
Yeah.
When he had to pull out.
Yeah. Well, it's not up to him. Well, yeah, actually, it is his fault.
He should have said something earlier.
Way earlier.
Because he's had this problem for a while.
I think like the previous year, right?
Yeah. So
and he didn't take care of it because he has too much fucking pride.
And you kind of fucked a lot of fans, man.
Yeah,
you did. Hometown.
Just imagine.
You could have got it taken care of and still fought.
Yeah.
Like just months ago.
Yeah.
And now they said you could be back in 4 weeks, but now you want to take more time. I don't understand.
Wow. Maybe Israel was right when he said strip him.
I mean, I don't like stripping a champion, but if there's anyone that might deserve it right now, it'd be Robert.
Yeah, because he wasted a lot of people's money. He wasted the UFC's money, man.
He, like, as much as I disagree with Colby, he fucked Colby over.
Yeah, he did.
It's like, man.
Dana White fucked him.
So it's like, I don't get it.
But yeah, Max versus Dustin, I'll watch it.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy it because of Max.
Yeah. Oh, I was just talking to my wife. I was like, I cannot wait for this. This is before the announcement.
Yeah.
I said I want to watch. I just want to see Max fight anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody.
If there's two fighters I will pay for is Conor because his name and you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And Max because watching him work is like
it's
watching
art.
Don Chihuly blow glass.
Yeah, dude, it's art,
it's
man.
Insane.
His distance management, his footwork, his timing, how he throws off time shots, and
it's insane.
It's beautiful to watch. His hands are fucking amazing.
I fucking love it. So I hope Tony gets what he's looking for. He does. If anyone deserves it, it's him.
Yeah.
So let's just hope. Is there anything on your mind before we end this podcast?
Probably nothing.
Yeah, I can't.
I think I talked about everything I wanted to.
We covered a lot in this podcast.
Yeah, that was a lot of shit, bro.
So thank everybody for listening. You guys are amazing.
And I got some feedback about my cursing, so I don't know if you noticed, I scaled it down just a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get there. We work in a warehouse, people.
Yeah, bro. Come on, I work with some dummies.
Yeah, we'll scale it back. But thank y'all for listening. We do this just, it's for fun.
Yeah, man.
If you're listening, I appreciate you like no other.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. And shout out to the 10 people who watched or who listened.
Yeah, that's more than I expected.
I did, and we didn't promote this at all.
No, and this one I will promote because we figured it out. Sorry about the audio issues. That was beginner.
Yeah, the panning.
Yeah, that's just beginner stuff.
That stuff I was listening to it in the car. That was making me laugh.
Yeah, that shit's annoying. We're figuring it out,
No, we're good, man. We're gonna get there.
And eventually, we'll have videos to accompany this. So you could see us if you want.
Yeah, if you want to see my fat ass.
All right. Thank everybody for listening to the Brofisticatted podcast. We'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.